13 Houston, go ahead.
Okay, Joe, out window 5, I just picked up the tumbling object again, so for sure it must have been a slop pin. I don't think we can still be approximate at F4 at this time.
I don't think so, Fred. It's several hundred miles aft of you. 700 miles is the number, I'm told. And since the slop panel didn't make the mid-course correction, that might be it.
Yeah, it's, I can't really tell for sure even through the monocular that it is, but it looks same relative position to the stars, and best I can tell about same intensity, so about same distance from it.
Can you see it tumbling? Does it have a shape, or is it a point?
No, I can tell it's tumbling as I guess the flat side not only spaces me, it's not only much brighter, it's also grows larger.
Okay, very interesting. We'll see if we can figure out where that's at relative to you. They keep updating the S4 impact on us a little bit. The last guess we had was that it'll impact about the same longitude we gave you, but close to 0 latitude and a little bit later. You still won't be able to see it. And they're saying it might make
Roger.
They're saying it might make a 100 to 120 foot crater too.
It'll still be past the terminator for us for a while.
Right, it'll be at about the Rev 20 terminator, so it'll be late in your lunar orbit activities before you'll be able to photograph it, and FAO is looking at whether we can work that in or not.
Okay. Houston, 13.
13 Houston.
Hey Joe, is FAO ready to, are you ready to give me those items that we made optional and deleted in the solo book?
Jack, we're not quite ready with that yet, but we will be before too long. Can you wait a while?
Sure can. I got lots of time.
Okay.
This is Apollo Control. At 27 hours, 20 minutes ground elapsed time. The crew rather quiet during this period, still in the passive thermal control barbecue mode. Velocity now 4,991 feet per second. Coming up in slightly over 20 seconds on the midpoint in distance, at which time the spacecraft will be equally far from the Earth and from the Moon. The distance at this time will be 128,880.5 statute miles. Coming up, mark. That computes out to 112,070 nautical miles. Continuing to leave the circuit live as we anticipate further discussions, and later on today the mid-course correction burn number 2, which will take Apollo 13 out of the free return trajectory into the so-called hybrid trajectory, which would not necessarily return to the vicinity of the Earth. The closest approach would be something in the nature of 40,000 miles coming back from the non-free return trajectory. At 27 hours 21 minutes ground elapsed time and standing by, this is Apollo Control.
Hello, Houston, Apollo 13.
13, Houston, go ahead.
Just a passing comment, Joe. We're having lunch right now, and just made myself a hot dog sandwich with ketchup. Very tasty, and almost unheard of in the old days.
That's correct, 13. As I recall the flight plan, you're supposed to put mustard on the hot dogs and not ketchup, but I guess we'll overlook that.
We blew it.
Right. How's everything going?
Well, pretty good. We have about 4 different methods of spreading ketchup right now.
Okay, Jack, we'll have your update to you before too long.
Okay, fine, Joe. We did a fit check on the Hicon camera, and everything works okay.
Okay, beautiful. We don't have anything else for you at the moment.
Houston, 13.
13, Houston, go ahead.
Okay, we'd like to get the FM up now to look at some inside pictures there.
Okay, stand by and I'll get a go on that. Houston.
Go ahead.
That's acceptable, Fred. Meanwhile, when you guys are ready to copy, we got an MCC2 pad for you.
Okay, stand by one.
Roger that, and also if you can go to POO and accept conveniently, we'd like to uplink.
Okay, you got it.
Okay.
Okay, Joe, you can go ahead with the P30 pad.
Okay, here we go. MCC2, SPS, GNN, 63634, plus 096, minus 023, 030, 40, 4900, minus 00217, minus 00017, minus 00080, 080164326, N/A, N/A, 00232, 003, decimal 5, we'll give you half a second on the burn time because it's so short, 00185, 44, 1359er, 281, and the rest is N/A. Comments, set stars 31 and 23, roll the line 288, pitch 205, yaw 034, no ullage, lem weight 33499er, and over.
Okay, MCC2, SPS GNN 63634, plus 096, minus 023, 030, 40, 4900, minus 00217, minus 00017, minus 00080, 080, 164, 326, in/A, in/A, 00232, burn time 003.5, 00185, 44135 281, the rest in/A, set stars 3123, roll a line 288, pitch 205, yaw 034, no ullage, limb weight 33499.
Roger, read back correct. I have two more short comments on them, but I want to wait just a second and make sure I understand them before I pass them to you.
Okay.
Okay, Fred, Houston.
Go ahead.
The two additional comments were just that, first of all, they've biased delta VC by minus 0.34 feet per second based on your EMS no bias checks. That's just for information. And the second one also for information is that your targeted pericynthian is 60 miles after this correction.
Okay, understand for Jack's information, the EMS LV bias is 3.4, and our targeted pericynthian after this maneuver is 60 miles.
That's correct on the pericynthian. The EMS bias is 0.34, very small.
Okay, 0.34 on the EMS LV bias.
Roger. And
Joe,
go ahead, Jack.
We'll give you the results of another no bias test for comparative purposes right before at the proper time.
Okay, real fine, and the computer is yours.
Okay, thank you. Go on block. Okay, Houston 13, are you copying the torquing angles on the P-52?
Okay, Jack, give us a second. And 13 Houston, we have them. You can torque them.
Okay, Joe, time of torquing, 29 hours, 0 minutes, 30 seconds.
Roger that.
This is Apollo Control at 29 hours, 23 minutes ground elapsed time. Ignition countdown clock toward the mid-course correction number 2, which will take Apollo 13 out of its free return trajectory, now shows 1 hour, 16 minutes, 55 seconds until ignition. This burn at a ground elapsed time at 30 hours, 40 minutes, 49 seconds will be service propulsion system burn, 23.2 feet per second retrograde. We'll lower the spacecraft Paracynthian, our closest approach to the moon, to around 60 nautical miles at 29 hours, 24 minutes ground elapsed time. This is Apollo Control standing by for resumption of conversation between spacecraft communicator Vance Brand, who has relieved Joe Kerwin here in Mission Control, and the crew of Apollo 13.
Apollo 13, Houston.
Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, you got new Capcom on now with the black crew, and we have about 3 items to give you, Jack.
Okay, stand by one. Are these updates or what?
I'm going to give you some high-gain antenna angles for TV, and the rest is just information, general words.
Go ahead, Evan.
Okay, burn attitude for TV, your pitch and yaw angles are as follows. Pitch -69, yaw 180, high gain.
Okay.
Okay, second point is your go for MCC2. Everything's looking good here.
Okay, real fine.
And the last items for Jack. Jack, preliminary indications are that you can get a 60-day extension on your filing your income tax if you're out of the country.
That's good news. I guess I qualify.
Yeah, we were just looking at the map, and you're south of Florida, so you're not in the country now. But we wondered, how about your car tags? Have you taken care of those?
Yeah, I did, as a matter of fact. I think I did.
Now just plan ahead.
Okay, good. And Apollo 13, Houston, recommend Omni Alpha until you get to the burn attitude.
Okay.
Omni Alpha.
Okay, Houston, Apollo 13.
13, go ahead.
Okay, Vance, the EMS Delta V test passes. The results of the null bias test in 100 seconds have went from 100 to 101.5.
Roger, copy, plus 100 to plus 101.5, and that agrees fairly closely with the last one, as I recall.
Okay, fine. Okay, Houston, we're at P40 burn attitude. Jim has done the sextant star check, and we do have a star in the sextant.
Roger, Jack, copy, very good.
But we couldn't tell you whether it's 44 or not.
Whoops.
Houston 13, we're a little bit ahead of ourselves. We have a go to do the fuel cell purge and the wastewater dump.
Jack, that's a firm. You have a go for those.
Okay, we're on our way.
Apollo 13, Houston.
Go ahead.
Jim, battery A is charged now. Whenever you want to unhook it, be fine with us.
Okay.
This is Apollo Control, 30 hours, 4 minutes ground elapsed time. Some 36 minutes away from ignition of mid-course correction burn number 2. Apollo 13 presently 119,751 nautical miles out from Earth. Velocity now 4,734 feet per second. The scheduled television broadcast from Apollo 13 due in about 10 minutes. TV will last approximately 30 minutes and will include the activities prior to and during the mid-course correction burn number 2. 30 hours, 5 minutes ground elapsed time, and standing by. This is Apollo Control.
Houston 13, are you still planning to have TV at the scheduled time?
Okay, 13, Houston, that's a firm. At the flight plan
Okay.
scheduled time.
All right. We've got a beautiful site we want to show you.
Right. Uh, 13, Houston, you can go ahead with the TV now. We're standing by.
Okay, here it comes.
Okay. Okay, Jack, it's coming in, and it's right in the center of our screen.
Okay, Vance,
Can you think you can guess what that might be, Vance? Better than Charlie?
I don't want to start flipping coins at this point.
okay, Vance, we're pointed just a little ways off from looking directly at the moon. Jim is holding the camera through window 3. The sun is coming at about 40 degrees off our left side. And what we're going to show you in just a minute is about 30 seconds of wastewater dump. And just show you just what it looks like. It's really fantastic.
Okay, we'd like to see that. Okay, we saw some droplets speeding out for a little while, Jack. Now we don't see anything.
Actually, the ants that you're looking at is solid water droplets coming out just about all the time. It lightens up the whole sky around the moon. It's just probably too fine for you to see. Now I think they come out a little thicker.
Okay. Yeah, we see those.
Jack's complaining about seeing stars.
Fido says he can understand why that would perturbate a trajectory now.
It's amazing watching these little frozen droplets maneuver. They seem to go in all directions, but finally after they get out a certain way, settle down, and they all seem to be traveling in about the same direction.
Right, that's coming in real well.
The objects in the foreground are parts of the limb that you're looking at.
We can just barely see those parts of the limb. They must be in a shadow.
Okay, now you're looking at a thruster quad at the lower part of your screen.
Yeah, I've got the f-stop all the way open now, Vance. That's quad. Quad 1 you're looking at with the limb the moon should be in view just over the top of the quad.
All right, we see the nozzle of the quad, but it's dark and it's not easy to see. 13 Houston, ENCO suggests you try average if you're in peak to see if that gives us a better picture.
Okay, we're in average now.
I think that helps out. We can see it better.
Okay, flight, we shouldn't leave it there too long.
Okay, now 13 requests you either move it away from the the bright area or else move it back to peak. Over.
Okay, Vance, crank the focus down a little bit. Quad coming in any better now?
It's coming in about the same, Fred. And you're a little weak now in the comm. We could see when you went back to peak.
Okay, and now it's all the way out.
Okay, we can see you zoom in on the moon, and it's near the center of our screen, just a little to the left. Very clear.
Yeah, sure, just about at 3A.
We can't tell if it's gray or light brown, though.
Do you have your grid down there, Vince?
That's negative, Fred.
Okay. I don't know if you can make out the features there, Vance, on the moon, but looks like the terminators are the central plains area, somewhere around Descartes, maybe.
Okay, we see it just as a bright portion of the lunar disk, and it looks a lot like you see it from Earth. Very bright. We're unable to see any features at all.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same with the eyeballs here. It looks a little bigger now, but the only way I could see it very good at all was with the monocular a little while ago.
Okay, Fred, very good. We'd be interested to see in the cabin when you get ready for that, too.
Okay, I'll set up now.
And Vance, we're counting down to mid-course 2. We're up to, on our checklist, to minus 6 minutes to go.
Roger, minus 6 minutes. Understand you're about ready to turn on the gimbal motors and all that sort of thing. Okay, we see the computer now in the upper middle part of the panel. I think we see somebody's checklist in the center couch. Must be Jim holding the checklist.
Right, and what Jim's holding now, he's got a pen in his hand. We've rigged on a string. It's sort of a simple-minded accelerometer. This burns pretty short, and I'm not sure even that's going to show very much, but we'll see if it'll stretch out at the end of its string.
Yeah, we see the pencil at the top of the picture floating around. And Jack's coming into view now.
And I've gone back. Okay, I've gone back to average now, and that's the picture.
Roger.
Well, in a few minutes, Vance, I guess we'll see how about the only system we hit and used yet works. Everything else sure has worked mighty fine.
Right. Spacecraft's really working nicely. Okay, we're picking up panel 2 now. Still a little bit of the checklist.
If you can pick up the caution array there.
Right, we just saw your testing of the caution and warning system at the left-hand side of the panel on our TV. See the lights all flash on. You're doing it again. Your mission timer is showing up as a brilliant green in the upper left-hand part of the picture.
Roger. I got the camera kind of canted on you here, Vance. Vance, Jim's going to go to box now. Vance,
Roger. Read you loud and clear, Jim.
Okay, well, what we'll do, we'll be in box for the remainder of the pre-burn countdown.
Jim, we hear clipping on your Vox. Could you adjust it so that you're coming in continuously all the time?
Okay, stand by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How's that, Vance?
Okay, that's better.
Is that too close, Vance, or can you make out the SPS engine panel now?
We can see your fuel and oxidizer gauges and hydrogen and oxygen gauges at the top of the picture and the pugs, but it isn't coming in focus too well. It's a little dim.
Yeah, I think the problem is I'm about at 2 feet and it doesn't go down but to 4.
Right, we understand. That's the panel right in front of your face.
Okay, good standby for the main dual motor.
Okay, we're minus 7 minutes.
Roger. We can see the position of your 4 ball valves at the top of the picture for the big SBS engine.
Oh, which length to watch, Vance?
Hopefully you'll see or we'll see the 2 on the left here, set A, go on here directly. Minus 6 minutes.
Main bus ties 2 on, Fred. Okay, SBS helium valves 2 auto, and checked auto power pole. ABC servo powers, 1 AC 1 main A, 2 AC 2 main B.
AC1 main A, AC2 main B. Main bus ties on.
Okay, rotational power, normal, number 2 AC.
For 2 AC.
Direct 2 off.
Direct 2 off.
B-mags, free at 1 rate 2.
At 1 rate 2.
Spacecraft control SCS,
CS.
and I'm your hand controller.
Alright, C armed.
Okay, let's do a primary DVC check.
Ready to start primary? Okay, go ahead, primary. Okay, pitch 1, start. Good. Yaw 1, start. That one's good. Some wheel control. 0.96 plus 0.96 minus 0.23.
That's firm. Check MTVC.
PVC checks. Okay.
Okay.
CMC.
See?
Trim returns to neutral.
Likewise on the transmission controller.
Why? No MTVC.
No MTVC, okay.
Starting 2.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Pitch 2, start. Good. Yaw 2, start. Okay. Both good. Good. Good trim control. Minus 0.96. Plus 0.96 minus 0.23.
Good.
MTVC. Station control neutral. Back to trim
Good.
to 0.
No MTVC.
No MTVC.
Okay.
Max mode, rate 2.
Station 9, control power 2, normal AC DC.
DC, DC.
Direct 2, main A, main B.
B.
Okay, V-max, you got 3, rate 2? Okay, we'll proceed for final trim.
Bike's where we are.
Okay, V-max mode 3 at 1, rate 2.
At 1, rate 2.
Amble enter. Okay, we'll do the gimbal test off.
Okay, proceed.
Proceeding.
Plus 2. Minus 2. 0. Plus 2. 2. 0.
And we can hear and feel the engine gimbal as we do the test.
Right.
Okay,
FDI
PVC
scale,
relay is cut in and trim is set.
FDI scale 5.5.
5.5.
Rate high.
minutes, I'll give you a mark.
Oh, right on.
Mark, 3 minutes. DET is good.
Okay, we're set. At 58, we want Delta V plus A to normal.
Jim Houston, you're looking good down here. Go for the burn.
Right, Van.
Okay, 2 minutes. Delta V plus
Delta
A.
V plus A to normal.
Normal.
Translation hand controller armed. Arm your rotation hand controller. I got mine armed. Okay, Fred. Tape recorder, high bit rate. Record, forward, command reset. Standing by for 59 running.
Minus 1 minute. Okay, no OS. Bridge G.
MS mode to normal.
Mode normal.
Standing by for enter enable. Enter enable.
2 ball. Okay, shut down.
Yeah, shut down.
Okay, let's get the residuals. Okay, Houston, there are the residuals.
Okay, go motors.
Okay,
Fred,
copy
ready for
residuals.
Secondary.
Okay, go.
Okay, yacht 2.
Good.
Pitch 2.
That's good.
Primary.
On low bid rate. Barn. Go with primary.
Okay, yaw 1.
Good.
Pitch 1.
Okay.
TVC, servo power
Power's
on.
off. Okay, record the
Okay.
Delta VC. You got that?
You got the Delta VC at minus 3.7.
Okay, function off. Load standby. Proceeding there.
Off, mode standby.
Translation and control power off.
Tape power off.
Road power direct 2 off.
2 off.
Rate 2.
PMAX rate 2.
I'm already low bid rate. Okay. And we're not coming advanced, so we have less than 2/10.
Okay, Houston copied your residuals. Very low.
Fuel is 1.0. Oxidizer 0.25. The oxon balance is reading 200 degrees, which doesn't mean very much. And I guess that wasn't too much of a push there, Vance. I didn't see the accelerometer do a whole lot, and it was a little surprising how slowly the
Roger, that was a very short burn. Request you give us a sweep across the panel when you get a chance, Fred. Let us see Jack and Jim again. Over.
Okay.
Okay, Vance, I was going to show you one, if the folks down there might be interested in how we find out how far we're away from the moon. I'm going to do that right now in program 21 here.
Okay.
I'm asking the computer how far away we are. And the computer is telling me we're 121,490 miles out.
Okay, that agrees fairly closely with our map on the wall.
I'm glad. That means you're tracking us too.
And if you didn't see our residuals, it was 1/10 X, 2/10 in Y, and 1/10 in Z, and the delta VC was minus 3.8.
Jack Houston, we show you down here 121,000 miles, 520 out. So I guess we all agree.
Okay, real good, Vance. What I'm going to do is give you a shot of Fred.
We can get all the wiring out of the way.
My problem here is when you move the TV around, this wire follows you like a snake here.
Yeah, we have Fred now. Looks like he has a lariat there, getting ready to rope the checklist.
That's only half of it. We have most of it hidden away. It's been pretty interesting doing all the camera work here to get a little extra training running the TV here, hopefully for when we get on the ground at Fra Mauro. The monitor does make it pretty easy though.
All right. That's a real advantage in the cockpit. You're just a little bit dark. Looks like might help to have the f-stop run down about one increment. See how it
Can't
comes
do it.
out.
We're wide open.
Are you?
I think we're wide open now.
Yeah, we're wide open, Vance. Okay, does that help any, Vance?
Okay, it's reasonably good. We can make out Fred fairly well. Looks like he's in a shadow. Hey, that helps. You just turned up the lights, huh?
Yeah, we went fixed on the...
Okay, you're on candid camera.
We did notice one thing, Vance. You know that new fan with long hair? Won't work too well up here in space.
What was that one again?
They say you know the new fan with long hair?
Right.
It doesn't work too well up in space. You can't comb your hair up here.
Well, I guess you have to give up something. Well, at least it helps to try. We can see you trying to comb your hair there, Jim. Looks like your beards haven't come along to the point where you've had to use the razor, though.
Well, we've been debating that. We thought we'd take care of our beards tomorrow and make that one of our daily routines.
Take it that was a subtle hint, man.
No, we're not commenting on your appearance, Fred. I mean, nothing derogatory, understand?
And Vance, I thought we'd get a picture of Jack just so that all the girls know that he's still here. Say hello, Vance.
Yeah, we appreciate that. There he is. Big Jack. you're in the shadow right now. We have a little bit of interference from your window, which is very bright. So we can't. I think you're smiling, but it's a little hard to tell. Hey, there we go. Incidentally, we've been getting all kinds of bits of information to pass up to you. We've had baseball scores coming in, basketball. Somebody said there are 220 days, shopping days left till Christmas.
Who won the Masters, man?
It was a tie in the Masters, and stand by. It was a tie between Littler and Casper after 72 holes, and there's going to be a playoff Monday, we understand.
Oh, sounds good.
One thing the world might be interested in knowing is what you do after the burn in the way of configuring switches back. We heard you go through the checklist, but I guess right now, basically, you probably have all the switches back in position, and you're in the mode to continue on with. What does the flight plan say? You're going to be doing cislunar navigation. So, Jack, you'll be down in the LEB, is that correct?
That's right, Vance. And I'll be going down there shortly.
Okay, the TV now is all but black. Looks like it must be pointing into a shadow.
What he's doing, he's trying to give you one more shot of the moon, and right now I'm setting up the maneuver to have the optics calibration attitude.
Roger.
Yeah, what I wanted to point out, I don't know if it's apparent, but to show the advantage of doing all the dumps just before the burn, we're looking again at the same thing, over quad 1 at the moon, and now you don't see all the sparkly frozen particles out there anymore. We've sort of run off and left them.
Raj, we don't see anything out there anymore in the way of particles leaving the spacecraft. We'd suggest maybe you zoom the moon in a little bit again so we can see the shape of it better. Okay, that brings the moon in. We can see the terminator at the top of the melon-shaped disk.
Okay, and now you can see a few sparkling particles going across the screen. Those are being emitted from the thrusters. Jack's maneuvering the spacecraft now.
Okay, we can see those very poorly. Well, actually, they're coming in better now. It looks like little specks going from the upper left part of the screen across to the right. And understand those are from the thrusters.
Confirm.
Okay, 13, Houston, just as an item of interest, advise your speed with respect to the Earth now is 4,667 feet per second.
Okay, thanks, man.
Okay, Apollo 13, Houston, the moon has been in and out of our screen here. Right now it's off at the bottom side, but we can still see the particles coming off from the spacecraft.
Okay, I'm going to have to pull it out of the window now, Vance. The sun's coming up on the right side.
Roger, understand you.
Do you want to see any down the LED, Vance?
Say again.
Do you want to see any of the photographs, or do you want to have the TV down the LED?
That's right, Jim. It'd be good to see what you're doing down in the LEB or the far corner of the spacecraft where the optics are. Might be interesting to describe what you will do in the next few minutes in the way it's sighting.
Okay, Vance, first we're going to give you a shot of the sleep station.
Roger, understand, and we can see somebody's foot as well.
Okay, Fred's now going down there, and he's going to try to get underneath the sleep station on his side, where we have a sleep restraint, and the whole object of that is just to position the body between the bottom of the spacecraft, and so it doesn't float up between that and the bottom of the couch.
Roger, the sleep restraint or the hammock's coming into view underneath the couch. It's a white object.
You perhaps can see the zipper of the hammock right now with the black line in that white object.
Right, we can see it.
These hammocks, by the way, are very comfortable. When we first heard about them in the design of Apollo, we thought they weren't necessary, but they turned out to be very nice devices to sleep in. I'm trying now to get down there with Fred to show you how it works. I keep floating up though, but maybe we can get a little shot here.
Okay, we have somebody upside down in the photograph there now. Realizing, of course, in space there is no really right side up or upside down. It still looks that way to us.
Okay, that's Fred now. I'm trying to put him right side up for you folks back there in the sleep station. Fred, would you move your hands there so the folks back home can see you?
Okay, that's coming in real clear, Jim. We see Fred in the sleep restraint.
As a matter of fact, Vance, I find Fred down there all the time.
Yeah, I can see he appreciates that. Looks fairly comfortable. Looks like there's a lot of room down there, considering all the boxes on the floor underneath the couch.
It's surprising there still is quite a bit of room down there, even with the Icon camera box down. And right now I'm going to bring the camera back up. Yeah. And if there's no more than one to see right now, we'll terminate our little TV for you today.
Okay, thank you very much, Jim. Appreciated seeing inside the spacecraft and getting a look at the moon that you're rapidly approaching.